I used to be extremely anxious. I had an eating disorder for 20 years. I was deeply depressed and at some point even labeled as bipolar. I'm Alex Cousins. I'm a detoxification specialist and a shaman and a healer, and more than anything really I feel I'm a guide for people because I've done my own work on myself. I've healed my body, I've healed my life, I've healed my relationships, and I see myself as a torchbearer. So living mucus-free is a lifestyle that arose out of my 20-year journey into health and nutrition, spirituality, deep emotional work. So it's a very comprehensive lifestyle that is on one hand extremely simple, but it's complex to understand because the mind interferes with so much perceived knowledge that we've been indoctrinated with. And so all these foods that we ingest, never mind all the processed foods that we ingest, are highly mucus forming in the body. So the mucus in our body creates a terrain which attracts pathogens and parasites and bacteria, and then we misconceive that as, oh, we need to go and kill the parasites, we need to kill the candida, we need to kill the pathogens, we need to kill the bacteria. But we fail to understand, Western medicine really fails to understand that it's not about going and killing anything, it's not about going and curing or fixing the diseased parts and cutting out and whatever, but it's about changing the internal terrain. And so when we change the internal terrain and we remove the mucus out of the body and we remove the foods that cause the mucus, all of a sudden there is no more disease. But in the last 5 years, I haven't had the flu, I haven't had a tummy bug anymore. I've had detox symptoms, but I have not had the flu. Neither have my kids, neither has my husband. And I see that all the time in people. When they start detoxing, they simply don't get sick anymore. The whole world is exhausted, we're all tired. And I was tired for years, I had no energy for anything. Vitality equals power minus obstruction. And that means that vitality equals to your power minus the obstructive elements, which is toxicity, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. And when you take the obstructions away in those realms, you have power and therefore vitality. The body really heals itself when given the right set of circumstances. And so whereas modern medicine teaches us that we continuously, and holistic nutrition as well, teaches us that we continuously need to add. So we take a medicine, we take a supplement, we take a vitamin, which is not correct. But rather, when we eliminate the obstruction of the body heals itself because it doesn't require any energy in digestion, it doesn't require energy in processing and assimilating the foods and eliminating the foods. It can then completely focus on its healing process, which again, we only need to look in nature. That is what animals do. When they are injured, they naturally go into fasting. We have forgotten even what it means to be a healthy specimen that is rooted in nature and that feeds off its natural environment. So we're really only meant to eat fruit and vegetables, and essentially by nature we are frugivores. So the reason why we so gravitated and now are so fond of Kundalini Yoga is because it works on the physical removal of lymphatic stagnation, which is so important for detoxification, but also for continued good health. And it focuses on meditation and on clearing the mind and redirecting the mind towards positive, higher spiritual pursuits.
And it is so easy to age reverse. You do not need fancy products, you do not need fancy programs. All you need is to take full responsibility for your body, for your life, for your health. And by applying these very simple principles that are actually all very, very simple, in essence, the application is hard initially, But once you get what is the system about, which is just about returning to your true nature, to your true health, you will reverse aging.
So this is about detoxing every aspect of your life, including the most important part of our lives, and that's our relationships.
So we'd really just like to invite you into this living mucus-free movement and lifestyle, and to join us in what is really about living free. And mucus is just that little word that stands in between our total liberation.
Mama.